Want me to bring up the next comic? Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the next comic for now. I've been at the park. His name is Socrates!
How y'all doing tonight, huh? Yeah, I did actually meet Rami in the park. It was a scary day for me as well. Actually, I almost got arrested that day. Fortunately, it worked out. I was able to explain to the police officers that I was merely having a gender reveal party. It's a boy! No, seriously, it was. Appreciate that, though. So, my name is Socrates. I am Greek, obviously, and thank you. Appreciate that, too. Also, I'm American.
Hey.
Occasion. It's an Elodon. It's a great thing, Elodon. Yeah. But, you know, the U.S. used to be had a better sort of overall opinion of us, you know. I don't know if you noticed or not. I blame politics. That's pretty much what went wrong. Now, as a Greek, any good Greek father would tell you that the word politics, you know, that's a Greek word. Yeah, and if you understood the origins of the word, I think it makes more sense. Politics, of course, comes from poly, which means many, and kicks, a blood-sucking parasite that spreads diseases. Politics. See, it makes more sense. You know, so I blame the state of the world on the politicians. I think they're giving democracy itself a bad name, which is unfortunate because democracy started off as a really good idea. Hi, don't worry about it, it's cool. We're all democratic here. And democracy, if you haven't guessed, that's a Greek word. It comes from demo, to try out, and krisi, which is Greek for wine. Because democracy is best done with, you know, a couple shots of wine or something else. In fact, the drunker you are, the more logical it seems. I'm just saying. Here we go. And so I've found in this recent times of world whatever's going on that it's you have to branch out to new things. Recently, I figured my best way to get ahead was crime. I didn't succeed otherwise, so I figured I should start, you know, stealing stuff. You know. But I didn't want to start hard, like bank robbery, things like that. I'm not that good yet. I thought I'd start easy. So I've been stealing those walking sticks that the blind people use. They don't see it coming. But what are they going to do? They're not going to come running after me, you know? Not without that stick. You know? And even if they go to the police, you know, they can't do anything. You know, not without an eyewitness report. Sorry about that. It gets almost worse though, because in the end you can't really sell those sticks easily, you know, because there's no one really looking for them. Look back here again. So yeah, I was in the park recently, and strange to be under a roof again. Hello again. Hey, they look good. Guinness, good choice. No, it's all right. Ignore me. I don't mind. But, so I'm not really religious, you know, although the other day, you know, I had a conversion because, you know, the guy had a gun, and I'm flexible, you know, I'm not stuck to it, you know. When I was baptized Greek Orthodox as a baby. This is no real big deal. They put me in a bowl, priest poured some olive oil over me. Honestly, I could have been a salad. But, so I've been trying to use, you know, my advantages. I'm trying to get ahead. So a little while ago, I joined the Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, I thought it would open doors for me. No, it didn't. It didn't either. It didn't work here either, though. But that's the thing. You know, you got to try. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my relationships. I tried. They didn't work any better than that last joke, but nonetheless, I still tried. Is my point. You know. But in the end, they were all like that French play. You know what I mean? Those miserables. Yeah, so I was trying to make it up to my wife, you know. I don't know what I did, but I was still trying to make it up to her. Just roll with it. I said to her, honey, sweetie, sugar pie. Well, I had forgotten her name. She didn't laugh at that either. And, but we worked it out, though. We're living in perfect harmony, you know. Once I finally was able to accept the fact that it is, in fact, harmony. Yeah, someone told me I said dad jokes once. It's like I don't have kids, but I'm old, so I don't know. Sometimes we're talking about the same. I think. But the weird thing is she taught me so many things. You know, she taught me how to be a minimalist. Well, since the divorce. Some of them take a moment, some of them never ever get there, you know. But a friend of mine told me what I need to do is get in better shape and feel better about myself. He told me I should take a hot yoga class. Well, she knows what I'm talking about. So I applied for the class. The teacher took one look at me, told me I did not qualify. Didn't feel better about myself either, I can tell you. But if I could give a life lesson, I can't, but if I could, I would tell you, you should never take your work home with you. And this applies doubly if you're a kindergarten teacher. Yeah, fool me once, guys, trust me on this one. This is not a mistake you want to make twice. But explaining it to them, yeah, it makes more sense later. But it's hard because when your personal beliefs conflict with your overall worldview, like a friend of mine, he's a flat earther, but he's also a globalist. This is taking longer than I thought. But no, I am an American, so one thing about Americans that not everybody, hey, you go to the But I started something now, so. But not Americans, one thing about Americans that not everybody knows is not only do we have wonderful world policy, yeah, we've never made a mistake, we admit, but basically all Americans are circumcised. Yeah, it's in the public hospitals. You don't really get a choice. They never asked me. It just, you know, before I noticed it had already happened. And so, of course, everyone knows that the Jews are all circumcised. And if you ask Rami, he'll tell you Muslims are also circumcised.
I can show it.
There you go. Backing me up. That's what I like. So if you think about it, if the Americans, Jews, and Muslims can actually agree on something, I don't know if it's a course for world peace or how we can fix the environment, but I'm just saying we should think about it. Anyway, my name is Socrates. That's the end of this particular thing. And, if you want, you give it up for Rami because he's coming up next.